Good morning, everyone. So till now, we discussed these all the topics. The first one, Java introduction, and then Java feature. Java introduction meaning we have like what is programming language. Okay, so father of the programming language is the James Gosling, and Easton in the 1991 they has introduced Java language at the company Sun Microsystems. Okay, initially they named as Oka. Java name is the Oka. Later they are converted into the Java. Okay, in 1995, Oak language is renamed to Java. Okay, Oracle Corporation acquired. So now Oracle Corporation acquired Sun Microsystem in 2010. Now Java is under license of Oracle Corporation. Okay, Java is the free open source software. 3 million devices run on the Java language. Java is the one of the most popular language in the world. Java can run on any platform, which is platform independent. Next, Java features, Java installation, Java program execution flow, and the Java programming elements, Java programming development, compilation, execution, translator, JVM architecture. In the chapter 1, these are the topics we discussed. Okay. Java is divided into three parts. One is the JSE, Java Standard Edition, which is for standalone applications. Next one is the Java Enterprise Edition, which is for web application development. Third one is the Java Micro, or I would say Mobile Edition, which is for mobile applications development. Okay, we have these are the applications, standalone applications, web applications, mobile applications, games, servers, and a database, much more. By using Java, we can develop these kind of web applications. And we have the Java features. What are the Java features? So compared to C, Java syntax, syntax is easy. Okay, we can easily understand. The code should be the clean and easy to understand. Next, next advantage is I would say next feature is platform independent. Platform independent. This is our Java program. We have the compiler tool which will generate the bytecode. This bytecode can run any platform, LineOS, Windows, Mac, any platform we can run. Any platform we can run our bytecode. So that's why Java is the platform independent. Next one is the OOP language, object-oriented programming language. So where we have the we will discuss the object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. These four are the OOPS principles: inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation. These four are the OOPS principles. Which language will support everything? Everything in Java is an object. So where we have everything, we can deal the data with objects only. We can every data we can deal with the objects only. So which language which support these four principles, then such language is called OOP supported language. Java is also OOP supported language. Next one is the security. So in the Java, with the help of these OOP principles, we can secure our code, we can secure our data. This is also one big feature. This is also one big feature in the Java security. It will provide the security. Next one is the threading. Java will support the multi-threading. So threading options. So we'll be having the thread concept. So it will support the threading also. Next, architectural neutral meaning. Our bytecode can run all the platforms like Mac, OS. So like that. Okay. Next, portable meaning. Our bytecode can easily portable. Bytecode. Bytecode can be carried to any platform. Okay, so that's why this is the portable. No implementation dependent feature. Everything related to storage is predefined. Example size of the primitive data types. Portable meaning our bytecode can easily port from one place to another place. Performance. Performance meaning execution of the project will be performance is high. Okay, compared to C++, performance is high. Next, it will support the distributed language. Distributed language meaning one application might be communicated with another applications like PhonePe, IRTCT, some bus apps will be there. Okay, one application will be communicated with another application. That is also one feature. So these are the main features in Java. Simple, platform independent, It will support OOP language, secure language, multi-threading, and architectural neutral, portable, high performance, and distributed. These are the eight features. And then also we have the slogan that is Aura, bright ones run anywhere. Run anywhere meaning any platform. We can write Windows, we can run in Linux, MacBook. Our bytecode we can run any platform. Okay. And then the next process is how to set up the JDK installation. So JDK is also like the for running the program and everything. We need one JDK environment, right? And how to download the JDK environment? Simply can come here. You can download like JDK 11 version. JDK 11 download for Windows. There you can get that like this. There in my case, my system configuration is 64 operating system. In your case also can which configuration you system have, based on that you can download. Okay. If you click on it, it will be asking for the login credentials. Login credentials. Okay. Here we need to give the login credentials, and then the JDK got downloaded. So the JDK got downloaded, right? So like this also you can do in your case also. It will download it, and then if you click on this application, then it will ask like it will take the by default path under the C program files and JDK folder itself. So you can choose that one. Then the JDK got installed in our local. After that, we need to set the environment variables. So edits in system environment variables, where we have the option environment variables. We need to take two paths. One path which is if I open my system, this PC, C drive, program files, Java, JDK, and then bin. So we have to copy the path up to bin. So bin is the folder which can hold what are the tools are required for developing the project. All the tools which is holding the bin folder, like compiler, interpreter, all the tools. Whatever these are the tools which will have to develop our Java programs. Okay, okay. We can copy the path up to bin, and then we can come to system variables. We can we have to give two paths here. One path here we should give without bin. Okay, we should give without bin. You can take a new and you can add the path. And the second path, click on the path, and here you should give up to bin. Up to bin. Whenever you give the up to bin, then only our command prompt will access the tools, and then the tools will be work. So then only we have to use those tools. If not, we cannot use the tools. Whatever the tools are available inside the bin, we are not use those tools. So two paths you need to set. Here without bin, and if you click on it path, here we need to give with bin, and then three times okay, okay, and then okay, three times okay. Okay. You can open the command prompt. You can check your Java version with I would say Java space hyphen version. So we will get the which version in your system got installed. You will get like this. Okay. So this is the installation process. The next thing is we're done with Java program execution flow. Normally, we need to write the basic programs. Any program, it will that is the source file. Okay, and we have the compiler. Compiler is the tool. It will what the main purpose of compiler are available. I'm deleting all these files, right? Demo project. These all are the files I have. I'm deleting all the files. Now I'm creating the file with demo.java. So demo and extension demo. Okay, and I would say demo.java, right? Save the file. Here we have the only one Java file, right? So now what I am doing, so we need to take the public, I would say class, and then I would say demo, and from here to here, this is the scope of the, I would say class. Here we need to take the public, static, void, main, and then I would say here we need to take the string, and then args, okay, and then I would say this is the state of block of the main method, system dot out dot println. Any dummy message we can pass here. Okay. Now, if you observe here, we have only one Java file. We have only one Java file. Okay. Where the file is available, you can simply open the command prompt there itself, and then you can search with Java and then demo.java. Then what will happen? The compiler start executing and it will check the syntax mistakes, and the compiler is the tool which will generate the dot class files, right? So if I compiling, then if you see here, whom is generated this one, compiler is generated this one, okay, and then we need to execute. For execution purpose you can mention with Java and then demo hello program. So the internally it will the process will happens like this. Source file, the file name should be extension with the .java, and where you have the compiler, which is the tool which will help to which will help the uh, check the syntax mistakes, and it will generate the bytecode. Okay. Here we have the interpreter Java JVM, and then where when we'll give the command Java, then the JVM is came into the picture and it will start executing. It will start executing, and then finally it will convert to the binary language, and then it will return the output. Return the output. This the flow will happen internally. Okay, this flow is called Java execution. Java execution flow. Next thing is Java program structure. So every program, if you take, the structure should be like this only. First statement should be the package statement. Second statement should be the import statement. And third statement should be the class declaration. Fourth statement should be the variables. Fifth should be the methods. These two are optional. These two are optional. If you observe here, this program, I haven't write any. I would say package statement. I haven't write any import statement. These two are optional, but every program first statement should be the package statement only. I would say, if we if you take any package, like if, mm, if I take any other programs, so this is some other programs, right? So if you see here, this is the package statement, meaning where the exact file which is the folder which is location, calm.adobe.aim-guides.demo.code.imp, like. So this is the package statement. After this, we have the multiple import statements. So based on the requirement, we can take n number of import statements. We can take n number of import statements. Okay. Next, class, which is the most part of the Java program. Class is the plan to define the program elements. Inside the class, we will write variables and methods. Inside the class, we will write variables and methods, right? So variables are used to store the data. We can write n number of variables inside the class, and methods are used to perform the operations or actions. Applications, business logic, we will write inside the methods, and class can have n number of methods. Okay, this is the program structure: package statement, import statements, class declaration, variables, and methods, right? And then next we have this is the Java program. So this is the complete process how the program internally, the process how to execute and everything. Okay, and then next we have the translators. The main purpose of translators, which is basically, okay, the translator, it will convert one format to another format. We have the three types of translators: interpreter, compiler, and assembler. So interpreter which will convert programs line by line. So if it will convert line by line, the performance is very slow. And then next we have the compiler. It will compile all the lines of program at a time. So the performance is fast, and we have the assembler translator. This is the old legacy one. So we will convert assembler language into the machine language. So nowadays assembler language nobody is not using. Okay, these are the three types of translators we have. Next, JVM. JVM architecture. JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. We cannot see with our eyes. Okay, which is virtual, which is available inside the JDK, but this one is the virtual. I would say we cannot see our eyes. JVM will be the part of JRE software. JVM is responsible for executing the Java programs. JVM will allocate the memory required for program execution and deallocate the memory when it is not used. Okay, next thing is JVM will convert bytecode into the machine understandable format. This is the JVM architecture. So normally we will take the Java files. We have the compiler. When we give the command JavaC command, so the compiler will start. It will check the syntax mistakes and it will generate one dot class files. Okay, and then this is the JVM architecture. In the JVM architecture, we have the multiple components. Like the first one is the class loader, which is used to load the dot class files into the JVM. JVM mother language is the JVM mother language is the bytecode only. It will load byte dot class files into the JVM. After loading the dot class files into the JVM, so based on the categories, the JVM will allocate the memory. So all the class code initially it will be stored in the method area, and the object will be stored in the heap memory. Java stack meaning the every class will be having multiple methods, right? The methods execution information which is available in the Java stack memory, and PC register memory, which will have the information which lines of execution information. It will have the information. And a native stack meaning some non-coding related like coding also can write by using the Java, meaning like C++ like that. Okay, we can write in the Java environment. So if you write any C++, that code will be stored in the native stack memory, where we have the execution engine. Execution engine, we have the two components, interpreter and JTAG. Interpreter, it will translate, it will execute line by line, one by one statement. So if you go only this approach, our performance will be very slow. So that's why they has introduced JIT also. JIT is also one translator which is converted to bytecode into the machine understandable language, that is the binary code. Now they both together they will execute our set of lines. So now our I would say our performance will be high. Here we have the native libraries. Native libraries meaning if you write any non-Java related code where we have some predefined libraries as well. So we can include those libraries and we can develop some programs as well. Now, native is the interface which is the mediator in between the execution engine and the native libraries. And finally, these are execution will convert bytecode to machine language. Then finally, we'll get the output, right? This is the complete JVM architecture. This is the complete JVM architecture. Okay, these are the components. It will load the dot class files into the JVM, and method class code will be stored in the here, and object will be stored in the heap memory. Java stack meaning method execution information will be stored here. PC register meaning it will maintain line information to execute. Native stack meaning it will maintain non-Java code execution information. Native stack meaning native interface. It will load native libraries into the JVM. Native libraries meaning non-Java libraries which are required for native code execution. Execution engine meaning it is responsible to execute the program and provide the output or result. Okay. So after that, so with this, chapter 1 is done. Okay. So this already we discussed in the last session, guys. Okay, this is the second week of yours. Okay. In the chapter 2, we done the discussion with these all also, like variables, and data types, identifiers, some rules, reservoirs, Java coding standards, and Java commands, reading data from the keyboard. So in the basic level, uh, variables, basically the variables are used to store the data during the program execution. During the program execution. Okay. So for storing any data into the variable, we need to specify the what kind of data you want to store the inside the variable. Meaning we need to specify type of variable to store the data. Okay. To specify the type of data, we will use data types. To declare the variables in Java, we can use the following syntax: variable name, variable name, and then data type. Variable name and data type. And then again, the data types are divided into the main purpose of data types. Data types are used to specify the type of data. Okay. Next, data types are divided into two types. One is the non-primitive, one is the primitive, second one is the non-primitive. Non-primitive is called predefined or fixed, and then these are non-primitive. These all are the reference data types. In the primitive data types, we have the categories: number type, decimal type, char type, boolean type. And the number type based on their size. Again, we have the four types: byte, short, int, long. In the decimal type, we have the float, double, char type. So here they will ask the question like what are the default values. So under the number characters, all the default values is the zero. In the float also, all the default values is the zero. If you haven't initialized, then the JVM will it will provide the default values. Okay, and then these are the fixed values. It can hold only one value at a time. If you want to store the multiple values, then we will go with reference data types. Okay, these are the like the sizes. Integer, the size which is having 8 bits, the range 120 to 127. Default value is the 0, example byte equal to 10. And if you take the 130, it will throw the error. Why? Because it has the range only in between 128 to 127. Okay, next thing is 32, the short, which is 2 bytes, 16 bits. The range is 32K to 32,000 to 32,000. Okay, and then the third one is int, the range which is like 214 crores, I think. 214 crores. This one also 214 crores. This is between the range. Okay, majorly we will use int. Sometimes rare cases we will use long also. Okay, default values are 0, and then the sizes, only the difference is sizes. Here this is the range 64 bit and 64. This is the 9 point, this one, and 9 point, this is the range. So this is the very big number. Whenever we want to use the big number, then we will go with long. We will go with long. Okay. Next, decimal data types. We have the float. In the float, I would say the default values. The size is which is equal to int. How, and the double, which is the size, is equal to long. Default value 0.0f, and then double also 0.0d. Example, you can show the values like this. Okay, based on the sizes, they divided into 4: byte, short, int, long. Okay, next here, float, double. Float default value is 0.0f. D default value, double default value is 0.0d. Next, we have the character data type. Character data type is used to store the single character. Any single character, meaning alphabet, it might be the alphabet, it might be the digit, it might be the special character, we can store using the char data type. Char data type will occupy 2 bytes of memory. 2 bytes of memory. Okay, when we are storing the data into the char data type, single quote is mandatory. Okay, single quote is mandatory. The size which is 0 to 65,000. 0 to 65,000. This is the example. Char is the data type, C is the variable name, E is the value. And Boolean data type, which will return either true or false, which is used to store the true or false values only. Which will occupy 1 bit memory. Note 8 bits is equal to 1 bit. Default value for the Boolean is false. If you not mention anything, it will be by default it will be treated as false one only. Okay. Next, we discussed about the variables. In the variables, variables are used to store the data or values, and then I would say to store the data into the variables, we need to specify the data type. To store the data into the variables, we need to perform two steps. One is the variable declaration. Declaration means defining the variable with the data type, and then next thing is variable initialization, meaning storing the value into the variable. You can write instead of writing doing two lines, you can do in one line also. We can complete declaration and initialization in single line. Like we can use all the data types and then you can write the program. So that is the one assignment I have given the last week. And then next we have the identifiers. Identifiers are the all the Java components require the names. Name used for the classes, methods, interfaces, variables are called identifiers. Identifiers must follow the some rules. Okay, the rules are like the first rule number one. It to allow characters in Java identifiers like characters A to Z. Then you can take small case or you can take uppercase. Numbers you should use 0 to 9. But special cases you should use only dollar symbols. Apart from this, you don't use any other special characters. Only dollar character is the allowed. And next, this one also, underscore also. Some guys they might be use minus at the giving of name conventions. Okay, it will throw the errors in the AM. It won't support. So we have to I would say we have to follow the same rules. Okay, if not following the same rules in the Java in the AM, it will I would say it will not work out exactly. Okay. Hmm. These are the some combinations. Name you can write like this, valid, and you can write like this, invalid. Why? Because at the rate is not allowed. This is not allowed character. This is invalid. And then a is hash. Hash is also not allowed character. Next is these are the multiple combinations. Okay. Next, second rule number second two is identifier should not start with a number. Should not start with a digit. Okay. If I write like any variable name, don't start with digit. If you write like this is the invalid combination. You can write like this. First one is the like the group of characters, and then you can write the digit. This is the valid combination. And this is a group of characters, and then for the next one we have the number, right? This is also valid combination, and this is also valid combination. We have underscore, and then we can mention with a name. This is also a valid combination. Extra dollar. This is also valid combination. At the rate, this is an invalid combination. Why? Because at the rate is not allowed. Next, this is also valid combination, and this is also valid combination. Okay, like this you can try with multiple combinations. Next, rule number three is Java reserved words cannot be used as the identifiers. We have the 53 words. If you see here, byte is already predefined words. So don't use predefined keywords as a variable names. Variable names. For is also keyword. Try is also keyword. So this is the phone number is the like our custom. This is not predefined keyword, right? This one you can use, but predefined keywords we don't use. What are the predefined keywords? How we'll see. And the fourth rule is spaces is not allowed. So if you mention like this into mobile number, this is the not recommended. This is the invalid. We have to don't use spaces anyway. So instead of spaces, we need to use the underscore. And then fifth rule is identifiers are the case sensitive. Java identifiers are the case sensitive. Meaning this is the variable, it will be treated as this is the variable, and this will be treated as the class name. Are the two different identifiers. So at the time of giving the naming conventions, we mandatory need to follow the rules. We need to follow the rules. Okay. Keywords. Keywords meaning already the words is already having their own meaning. We have 53 keywords. Uh, Again, they has categorized into two categories. One is a keyword, second one is the literals. Under the keywords category, we have the 50 keywords. Here we have the three words like true, false, null. Here we have the again they are divided into two, used and unused. Used meaning regularly we will use 50 keywords. We have the 48 keywords, and these two are we are not use any program. Why? Because if you use these two keywords, we are getting a lot of issues actually. So that's why these two, any program we won't use these two. Okay. Next, again these 45 keywords we will categorize into based on the the topics. Data types is the one topic. In the data types we have the keywords like byte, short, char, int, long, float, double, boolean. So based on the data type topic we have the these keywords data type level. Next, in the we have the control statements, right? In the control statements, we have the I would say keywords like if, else, do, while, for, switch, case, default, break, continue, and then return. Okay, we have the modifiers concept. So modifier topic level, we have the public, private, protected, static, final, abstract, synchronize, strict FP, native, transient, volatile. Okay, based on the exceptions level, we have the try, catch, finally, throw, throws, aside. And based on the class level, package, import, class, interface, extends, implements. Based on the object level, super, this, new, instance. So these are the some like special keywords: void, enum, true, false, null. Okay, these are the total the 53 keywords. Okay, total 53 keywords, and these 48 are we will use regularly in our programs. These all we will use regularly in our programs. Okay, next, while writing the giving the naming conventions, we have to follow some naming conventions for methods. Java program followed some standards or conventions for the predefined packages, classes, and methods, right? So Java language suggested Java programs allows to follow the same standards and conventions. Following these standards conventions is not mandatory but highly recommended. So for the class name can contain a number of words without spaces. Recommended to write every word first character as uppercase. Okay, so this is the syntax. Class is the keyword which is used to create the class, and the class contain multiple words like this. Every word first character should be uppercase. User is the one word, management is the one word, service is the one word. So this class is containing with three words, right? So the class name can contain a number of words without spaces. And then the next thing is every word first character should be the uppercase. Second, a naming convention for the interface. The class naming convention and interface naming convention should be the same. Only the difference is here you can create class keyword. Here we will use the interface keyword. Only that is the difference. Remaining rules are same for both cases, class and interface. Class and interface. Okay. Here also it will contain a number of spaces. This will also same. Next, coding convention for the variables. So here the variable name can have also number of words without spaces. Recommended to start recommended to start variable name with the lowercase letter. If the variable name contains multiple words, then recommended to write first word all characters should be in the uppercase, lowercase, and from second word onwards, every word first character in the uppercase. So if you see here, this is the int age, and int user age. User is the one word, age is the second word. Whenever you are writing the variable name, first word all characters should be in the lower case. Second word on words, first I would say character should be in the uppercase. If you see here, this is having three combination of three words. Credit is the one word, card is the one word, number is the one word. So whenever you are declaring the variable name, first word all characters should be in the small case, and from second on word onwards, second word onwards, first character should be in the upper case. Okay, credit, card, number. Which is similar. Naming convention of the method name and variable name is the same. Method name is also can have number of methods without spaces. Recommended to start method name with the lowercase letter. If the method name contains multiple words, then recommended to write first word all characters in lowercase. From second word onwards, every word first character in uppercase. Only the difference between variable and method naming conventions is variable and methods naming conventions are the same, but methods will have the parenthesis. Variables will not have the parenthesis. This is the only the difference. Whenever you declare with the parenthesis, then it will considered as the method. Okay. So only the difference is parenthesis between the variable and method. Next, coding conventions for the constants. Constants value mean fixed values. The value will not change. It is fixed. Recommended to write the constant variables all characters in uppercase. Okay, if the constant variable contains multiple words, recommended to use underscore with all uppercase characters. So this is the recommended way. Whenever you are to declare the constant variables, so we have to write like this. All characters should be in the uppercase. If which is having multiple words, then you can use underscore. You have to write like this. And then next thing is coding conventions for the packages. So packages name can have the number of characters and number of words, and then recommended to use only the lowercase letter in package names. And if the package name contains multiple words, then we will use dot operator. Okay, java.lang, okay, java.io, java.lang, like that. Okay. And then we have the Java commands which are used to to give the extra information of the code. Okay, so the commented code will not participate in the compilation and execution. Java compiler will skip the commented lines of code, where we have the three types. One is the single line command, second one is the multi-line command, third one is the documentation commands. Single line command meaning can able to comment single line. Multi-line command meaning we can able to comment multiple lines. Documented command meaning where we will create some documents also, where we will use these documentation commands. Okay. Next, next topic is string. With the help of character, we can I would say this is the char data type, right? So if I mention some anything s equal to, it can hold only single character. It can hold only single character. If I want to store the multiple values, then is there any operation? It can hold only one value, right? So if I want to store the group of characters, we can use string. Okay, here we can string is the data type which can hold the I would say group of characters. So string is the predefined class which is available in the java.lang package. String can be used as a data type also. String is used to store the group of characters. Every Java class can be used as a data type. These are the some examples. Next, next thing we discussed about the read the data from the keyboard. Read the data from the keyboard. So in the basically in the keyboard we can read the data from in three ways. First one is I would say buffered reader. First one is buffered reader, and second one is scanner class. Second one is scanner class, and scanner. And third one is command line arguments. Command line arguments. Command line arguments. Okay. These are the three ways we can read the data from the keyboard. So in the last session we discussed about the scan class as well. So scan class, this is the predefined class which is available in java.util package. There we have to read the data from the keyboard, and then we are doing some additional operation, and finally we are renaming the value. So we did this program on the last session, right? So as of now, these are the topics we covered in the last week. These are all the questions. I hope these all are questions also called like write data types and with size range values. What is the variable? How to create the variables? Explain the Java program elements. Write Java program to print the welcome message. Write a Java program on variable declaration initialization. How many types of comments available in Java? What is the identifier and what are the rules available for the identifier? And what are the reserved words in Java? Write the Java naming convention for the packages, classes, variables, and methods. These are the topics we have done in the I would say last week. Okay. So today onwards we'll start with the chapter 3. In the chapter 3, which is contains operators. Again, in the operators, we'll be having arithmetic operators and relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, new operator, and dot operator. And then after that, we'll be having control statements. In the control statements, we'll be having conditional statements, looping statements, and then transfer statements. Okay. Okay, we'll try with one by one. So first we'll go with arithmetic operations. So basically, arithmetic operations are symbols which will perform the operations on the operands on the compilation time only. Arithmetic operators, and then here we will use like coming 15 days notepad only. We will use coming 15 days notepad only. Notepad only. So after that, we will tell like what is the need of IDE, and then what is the advantages of IDE, what is the advantage of IDE. After that, and how to use IDE, we'll tell about the IDE, and then we'll start working on the IDs. How to use the IDs. Okay. So these will give the brief about the IDs, and then we start working on the IDs. So before going to IDs, we will working with the notepad only. Okay, we will working with the notepad in the OOPS up to OOPS concepts. Up to OOPS, up to OOPS. Are you guys clear with my point? We will use coming 15 days notepad only. So after this, we will discuss about the ID, then we will start working with the ID. Okay, this is the arithmetic operators, right? So arithmetic operators are used to perform some arithmetic calculations. Like here we'll be having like from the very like 10th class onwards, we are doing the same like addition operation. I would say subtraction, is multiplication, division, and then modular division. So here, this division will fetch the quotient, but this it will fetch the remainder. It will fetch the remainder. Okay, multiplication, addition, minus, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. Okay, the same program I will take one file and then I will write the program on it, and you will get some clarity on it. Okay, demo folder, and then this is the demo class, right? Demo.java. I'm going inside. And then here we have main method. Inside the main method I am writing arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. The operators we have, I would say first one we have the plus, comma, minus. Next, I would say I have the multiplication, division, and then modulus. And then modulus. If I mention, I would say comments line will not participate in the compilation and execution. Okay. Here I am taking the two variables int a equal to some 10, then first we need to do the we can directly take one statement like this int c equal to a plus b, like that also can take. This is also like you can take, and then you can take the system dot out dot println, and then you can mention. This is the one way, and directly you can mention inside the print statement also, println directly. So instead of writing this line, you can directly write like this a plus b. Here you can mention addition of two numbers. Doing the concatenation. You can directly write like this also. This is the addition. Similarly, I can do with subtraction. Simply you can, this is the subtraction. Here you can mention with subtraction of two numbers, subtraction of two numbers. Here you can directly take variable or any other number also you can take. If I mention 4, that is also fine. And then here you can mention with multiplication of two numbers. Multiply. And then here you can mention with division. So a divided by 2. Okay. Any combination you can take. Okay. And here you can mention with modulus. Modulus. My modulus is, these are the combinations. Are you guys clear with my point? We have the 5 operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. Right? In this case, I can get the result 30, and then in this case, 6. Here we will get the 20, and then 10 divided by 5 will get the 5. Here we will get the 0. Here the 0, right? I can save the file, and the way the file is available, simply go the file location. This is my file location, and then you can open the cmd and then javac demo.java. So it is throwing one error, that is a plus b minus 4. Where this one can go there. Then if a is holding the value is 10, and here we are mixing. And save the file. Java say demo.java, and a is variable, right? A, comment this one, can come here. Java C. file has successfully compiled, and then Java, then we're getting the values is 10, 20, 20, 5, 0. Here, they both are, I would say, added. This is the one string, and this will be also treated as a string only. This was also treated as a string only. Okay, here we need to mention some two. Okay, then if I save this one, then if I come here, Java C, and then demo. Yeah, yeah. We'll delete this comment, and when everything is running is working. Okay, this is the thing. You can come here, and then again you can Java C, and the file has compiled, and you will get the result. These are the, I would say, arithmetic operators, where we have the five: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. Okay, and then after that, we have the operators. We'll discuss about the assignment operators. We'll discuss about the assignment operators. In the assignment operators itself, assignment operators which are used to assign the values. Assignment operators. Here also we have the operators like equals, and I would say plus equals, equal plus operator, and then equals minus operator, and then the same symbols. We are doing the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. The same. I would say equals, multiplication operation, and then equals, division, and then equals modulus. Equals modulus. These are the operators which are used to assign the values. What is the assignment meaning? For example, you can assume in your home you have the kiddie bank. So I will take one MS Pen, and through that we will try to understand. This is the MS Pen, right? Daily, your parents are giving money to you. You are saving that money in some kiddie bank. This is the kiddie bank, and then your parents daily giving money to you, 100 rupees or anything. Okay. In the kiddie bank, if I mention this kiddie bank name is A, the name is A or X. Okay, I mentioned the kiddie bank name is the X. The first day, your parent will give to the 100 rupees. You will store into the kiddie bank. Now the kiddie bank is holding the 100 rupees. The second day, your parent your parent will give the 100 rupees. You need to add same 100 rupees, the same kitty bank, meaning already it is holding the 100 rupees. Again you are adding the 100 rupees. The same operation I will do. There we have the assignment operators. Say the variable already which is holding the value is 100. Again you are trying to add one more value to the same variable. At the time you should go with assignment operators. The third day, again your parents are given to 100 rupees to you, and the third day also you are trying to store the same. Uh, it already it is holding the value with the 200. Again you want to store one more 100 to the same container. So at the time we should use assignment operators. So if you want to remove, then you can use the minus. If you want to multiply, then you can use the multiplication symbol. If you want to division, you can use the division. If you want to model, you can use the modular symbol. Here we need to understand the, I would say, the thing is assignment. We are assigning the value. We are assigning the value. Okay. So I will write the program on it and get the clarity on it. Here I will take the assignment operators. Assignment. Okay, here we have the single equals, which is used to assign the value to the variable. Next is single equal plus, and then I would say equal minus, and then equal multiplication, and then equal division, and then equal modulus. Equal modulus. These are the combinations we have in the assignment operators. For example, here we have the int x is holding the value which is 10, or we can take 100. Okay, 10, any value can take 100. Now, so if I print like this, now system dot out dot println. If I print the x value, the value of x, the value of x is, I need to do the concatenation x. So in this case, I will get the same value, which is 100, right? Now, I need to assign the value. So my parents is giving the second. This process done in the Monday, and the Tuesday my parents is given 100 rupees to me. I need to store the same value to my variable. So can I add x plus x plus? How to mention x plus? Why? Because the same variable we are adding the value. How much the amount should I am adding? 100. So this is the thing. X plus meaning x is already holding the value. Again we are storing the 100. Again we are storing the 100, or any value will take 50. Okay. Now the same statement, if I print, then what might be my result? 150. I'm saving the file, control V, and then I'm saving the file, and then here we will get the 150 as the result. So basically what will happen internally, x equal to x plus 50. This is the process will happen internally. This is x which is holding the 100. This x is this one. So instead of this one, this is the assignment operators, the process. Okay. If I save the file, and then simply I am going to my command prompt, and then I can compile the file, and then you can dump the file. We can get the value of x is 100 is the first case, and 150 is the second case, and the remaining all cases also, like if I want to minus 20 rupees from my kiddie bank, then simply what I will do, I will copy the statements, and then simply I will mention with minus 20, meaning I am removing 20 rupees from my kiddie bank. 20 rupees. Okay. Here I will get the result as 130. Okay. Next thing is, if I want to double my money, then the same logic here I will use multiplication. I will use multiplication, and then any number. If I want to multiply with some 2, then we will get 260. We will get 260, which is x is holding the 130. We are multiplying with 2. Then we will get the 260. In the same way, division and modulus also. The same way, division and modulus also. So I am dividing by uh, 2. I am dividing by 2. Then how will you get? How much you will get? Dividing by 2. Hmm? 130. 130. Next, we'll have the modulus. Modulus will always fetch the remainder. So same 2, and then we'll see what might be the result. Okay, we'll get this 0. Okay, these are the operators we have. We will compile demo, and then we can run. We'll get the value of x is, so can assume as a kitty bag. Daily we are adding and we are removing. We are removing. So which is possible with the help of assignment operators. Which is possible with the help of assignment operators. This is clear about assignment operators. And then next we have the logical operators. Before going to discuss about, we will have the relational operators. So we'll discuss about the relational operators. Mm, the mode or Java is the file. Yeah. Relational operators are also called as conditional operators. Conditional operators. Okay. So which are used to, it will return always either true or false. It will return boolean values, either true or false. Okay, here also we'll be having less than, comma, less than or equal to, I would say less than or equal to, next greater than, comma, greater than or equal to, double equals to, double equals to, and not equal to, not equal to. In the interview perspective, they will ask what is the difference between the double single equals and double equals. That is also very important question. What is the difference between single equals and double equals? What is the difference between single equals and double equals? Single equals and double equals. Double equals. Okay. So this is also very important question. So single equals, which is used to assigning the values, which is used to assigning the values. Double equals, which is used to comparison between the two values. Comparison between the two values. Okay. So that is also should remember. Single equals, which is used to assign the values. Double equals, which is used to compare the values. Compare the values. Relational or conditional operators always return the Boolean values. Relational or conditional operators which are used to compare the, which are used to comparison. Okay, which are used to comparison the operators, comparison the operands. Okay, so I will write some program on the comparison operators, then you will get some clarity on it. Control C, and then I'm going to the same file. Demo.java. Okay, here I am taking one more file, that is I would say relational or comparison operator, conditional operators. Relational or I would say comparison operator. Okay, here you can mention with. So the first one here I am taking int I equal to someone, and int b int I equal to 2. Okay, here what I am doing, int result equal to, result equal to, so I will do the comparison. So how can I do the comparison? I less than, I less than or equal to j. So if you see here, I is holding the values 1, j is holding the values 2. Now you can tell me this is a valid condition or invalid condition? Valid condition. Then it will returns true value. This is the valid and it will return true. Now what I am doing, I will store this one in some variable, result variable, and this result variable data type is the int. This result variable data type is the int. Okay. Okay, so I would say we can take system statement, system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println, and then we can mention with you can write also directly can write with the result. Okay, and then file, save the file, and then you can come here, Java dot select, and then here we need to mention I less than or equal to. The data type is boolean, right? Here we need to mention boolean. Boolean. Save the file, and then we can come here, and then we can compile the file. The file has successful compiled and you are getting the true. So instead of writing these two lines, you can directly write like this also. The statement you can directly write like, then you will get directly here. Then the same thing. The same thing in case of remaining. For example, the same statement I am copying from here, and then I am pasting here, and the same statement I am taking here. Okay, and here I am mentioning, and then equals to. Then what might be the result? So I less than or equal to I less than or equal to j. So which is true or false? Which is the result it will we will get. So I is holding the one, right, and which is j is 2, less than or equal to j, which is true only. Then you can save the file, and then you can come here and you can compile the file, and you can execute the file. We'll get the true one. So remaining all also, like if I take this one, we're comparing the values. I is holding the one value and this is holding the one value. We are comparing. Meaning which is the bigger one, which is the lesser one. We are comparing. Now same thing. If I mention the greater than, we will get the false. Here we will get the false. Next we have the double equals. For example, the same statement I am copying here. I equals to. If I mention 1, then we will get the true. If I mention the 5, then we will get the false. Meaning whatever the value which is storing, it will check the both is having on the right side also or not. Which is having on the right side also, then it will return the true. Then next we have the statement that is the not. Not meaning the same statement if I mention like not if I mention not if I mention not true, then we will get the false. Not meaning opposite. And if I mention the false, then we'll get the result. We'll get the result, right? We'll get the result. If I mention the false here, we'll get the true. We'll get the true. So this is the thing as of now. Okay. So as of now, we just practice with arithmetic operators, relational operators, and assignment operators. Okay. Remaining operators are also very easy. Then we'll see in the next session. Remaining operators. So this is all about today's study. and